Good morning, guys. Today is June the 13th. We had a couple of nights of rain, and I'm the one that every garden year, I'm like, oh, nothing coming up. I go into a complete panic, and every time God just sits back and say, be quiet, be still. I never do, of course, but then he always shows me this. So these are my sunflowers, and I do have a video that I did not put out before I shoot this one, so you'll see the difference once I post that. And then you see this here. This is one of my mammoths here. I'm not going to go through too much and like show stuff on it because I don't want this video to run out because I got a lot to cover. Here's my bee balm, which I do need to spray it. It has powdery mildew really bad, but this is for the pollinators, of course. And then here's my corn. I didn't put that in the last video. I actually missed a lot of things I planted in the last video. This is my sweet corn here. You can see it's doing really well. Like everything just shot up. So this is the glass gem corn here. Here is some soybeans here. There's my sweet mint. Not going to have any problem drying and having sweet mint because it's all over the place now. And we all know that about mint. Here's my apple tree. It's doing good, but it does have apple real cider, which my husband went over there, as you can see over there. And he cut down the cedar tree that was up here. There's still another one that we have to take down. Then here's my berry bush. I've had this is the second year, and guys, look at it. And then I have this giant guy here that I'm going to have to do something about because he's whacking me in the head. And we go over here. The bags are doing good. Over here is still a garlic. It's not dying back yet, so it's fine. Here's Tuxedo. You can see him there. Actually, you probably can't see him. There he is, chilling. The zinnias, everything I planted, guys, this stuff just like, it's bursting out here. And those in between, I forget what kind of beans those are, but they are bush beans that I planted. Here's my cucumber that's looking better. That one's looking better, but this one right here is the one that took off, so it's doing fine. Here's some more 1,000-head kale, and I said more because I have some plenty elsewhere. Here's okra alley, guys. It looks great. If you can see, it looks great. So I'm definitely not going to have a problem with okra this year. I hope not. All right, so back here I have my ground cherries that were stunted severely. It's looking better. They're looking good. Here's the lemon tree. As you can see, though, something is out here eating, so it's time for me to spray some B2 and get some diatomaceous earth out. I need to do bug control. The only thing that came up in this was my sage. This was supposed to be my herb bag, but for some reason, it's just not doing well. Here's my pinto beans, which I thought it said it wasn't. It was just bushy, that it didn't trail. You see it's trailing, obviously. Here's my sweet peas, which, oh, guys, look. I finally have a sweet pea. Finally. The first one of the year. Hopefully you can see that. You know, everything came out, was just really slow this year for gardening. Here's the, this is the sweet peach cream corn. Here's the other one I have over here. I have in a bucket with a tomato plant I just decided to put down in there. This, I don't know what this is. I'm going to say that these big leafy ones here is cantaloupe. And then, guys, I was just complaining because none of my basil is coming up, but I can see from right here, I finally have some basil here. Here's my dahlia, which he's protecting. I want to say this is a cantaloupe, because I did put cantaloupe in this bed last year. And then have my peppers. These are my non-hot peppers. Of course, the tomato guy here just got overshadowed. We're going to have to take care of him. And as you can see on that, let me see if I can zoom in. I have a little pepper on that. I don't know if you guys can see that. So guys, like, yeah, everything's doing great. Here's some more sunflowers that were just struggling over here, but now they're doing fine. Like I said, tomato in the pot, it's doing good. These are supposed to be teddy bear sunflowers. Something ate one, but even they're looking better. And I'm so happy because the cosmos that I planted popped up. When we go over here, the mustard spinach, I'm just letting it go to seed. I'm just trying to get as much food as possible. So if things want to go to seed, fine. I would just have messy beds. I really don't care. Like, you know, as long as I maintain them and keep them up. My peppers are coming up. I wish they would sprout up more though, because these are the Lesya, Lesya peppers that I'm really hoping to try this year. I may have to try them next year. I'll put various things in here just because I always get to that panic moment. So I don't know if this is a cantaloupe, but I know that it has a yellow flower on here. And then here's my peppers. I'm gonna think I may have a cantaloupe or something in here, or a melon of some sort, because there's another one. Here's the borage, guys. It's doing lovely. Of course, it's trying to take over the bed. I have pulled a lot of borage out of this bed. Okay, you can see the rose bush here, which needs some much needed care. The bugs and lantern flies, which are coming from this stupid hedge that we're debating with the neighbors about. And now they're over here. They're on. There's two now. So actually, that's a few. Those little guys on there, those are lantern flies. You want to get rid of those. They're hard to get rid of. They're easier, more to kill when they're adults. So another tomato plant I put here. This is one I bought. The corn over here, it's looking good too. Everything's looking good to me. And guys, one of my zinnias opened, but as you can see with that, I'm also having trouble because there's snails on here, so I'm gonna have to put the beer traps out because the snails are just eating this one alive. Not really bothering that one so much. These are lima beans. I guess they're doing okay. I don't know, they're still a little stunted. Then over here we have eggplant. And I haven't checked this bed yet, so I don't know if there's actually a baby eggplant on here or not. But I did have a flower that was open that I don't see anymore. So maybe there's something, so I really didn't check this one. And then there's the tomatoes. Tomato bed is still struggling. This is the one I planted from seed. It's still kind of struggling. But as you can see, the strawberry bed is doing great. There's a giant, juicy one there. You can see down there. This is the mini eggplant I bought, and the purple flowers, they're really lovely there. The carrots, first year I think I'm going to have some success with carrots. See the carrots here I put in the pot. This is my green bed. It's kind of looking okay. It's still not what I expected. I expected big, bountiful greens, and as you can see, I'm not getting that. So I don't know what the deal is, but obviously something was done wrong with this bed because it just doesn't. The topsoil, you can see it's looking good, and I did already put it off because it's flowering, because it's really a cold weather crop. And here's the cherry tomatoes I bought. They're looking good. And here's the other one over here. Let's go and check out the blueberries. As you can see, the blueberries are looking good. And they're not ready. Here's the one from last year. They're not overly full. I need to fertilize them, but I do have some. Don't know what's wrong with my Georgia peach This is my rose. I don't know what's wrong with it. Hopefully it's okay. It'll spring back. And this is the front of my tomato bed. That was the look I was, going for. Let me flip it around. That's the look I was going for there. Just waiting on those tomatoes. Okay. Now we're gonna go through here. And these are some cosmos. Just something slowly coming up. These are some Monroe tomato plants I actually got out of Dollar Tree. They're actually springing up. My nasturtiums here. Here is my Mexican sunflower here. And here's the 1,000-head kale, guys. I'm going to have to start picking it because it's overshadowing my long beans. My long beans, they're doing better. I'm going to pick the 1,000-head kale tonight, though, and we're going to have some of that for dinner. My sunflowers bounced back. I never identified what this plant was, and it's obviously struggling over here in this area. And then here are my cucumbers. These are ones I planted myself several times, guys, several. Let's walk in here and check on it. Because for some reason I kept having trouble with the cucumber plants. As you can see, this one has plenty of flowers. So I'm happy about that because I actually want to do some pickles this year. But as you can see on this one, bug damage. So it's just the moths going around laying their eggs. There's something down there. There's an egg. They're just laying their eggs and then they're just eating. So I'm going to go ahead and start picking these. There's a Mexican sunflower. It's doing good. But I'm disappointed because I had planted what I thought was going to be, I see this here, it might be it. But it's supposed to be Navajo Sunset. And I'm going to have to reorder it. I planted it several times and still didn't get anything. So, yeah, after the rain, there is much needed work to be done because I have to do a lot. And then I forgot I have all these areas that I planted. This is a beefsteak. It's doing good over here, obviously. I'm going to kind of stake it up. I need to go back and get some more tomato cages and things. So I'll have to start propping stuff up. My knockout rose is doing good. This is where I planted, and I wanted sunflowers all along through here. And this is the spot I have to work on today because, as you can see, it's a mess. It's full of weeds, and I have to get mulch. The grape plant is doing good, but this just needs to be cleaned out and mulched. And guys, I did not plant okra here, but I swear 2 okra plants got over here. So this guy's the one, he's really taking off. So I keep forgetting that I have other areas that I planted. Here's my lettuce, doing excellent. Guys, I can't tell if something's been in here if the wind did this, but I need to fix this. But here's my lettuce and some arugula that sprouted up. Okay. And then over here, more lettuce. So now I don't have to go to the store and get lettuce because we eat a lot of salads, tacos, and things like that. And guys, I'm so happy my spinach has popped up. My rugged Jack Kale has went to seed, but I'm still using it because I'm just pinching the flowers off. That garlic might actually be ready. We can actually go check it to see if it's ready. It might not be. I actually can't pull. I'm pulling. Nah, obviously it wasn't ready. I'll put it back. They're supposed to be bigger than that. Okay. Here's the pumpkin patch. with the tomatoes thrown in. They're growing. Doesn't really look any different, but it looks healthy. Okay. It's hot out here. The one marigold, I planted like a whole row of marigolds over here and I have one. And as you can see, my Aurelius Verde is doing good. This is still chaos though, guys, because as you can see, there's it needs to be taken care of. There's tomato plants growing up in this, because this was just where we picked up and moved the compost at. It's still very, very good looking. It's looking a lot better than what I really expected, so I'm really happy about that. Best part is you always want the rain, because your watering is never going to give you the nutrients that the rain is. And then over here we have our melons. They're looking good. Let's zoom in on them. They're looking decent. And the counters are looking decent. I mean, like, okay guys, see something else, which is probably a squirrel here, just came back over here and just dug up over here again. And then we'll walk over here and you can see that the tomato plants over here are doing well. Everything's doing well over here. The sunflowers that, you know, they were already over here. I just put them out in. So today and tomorrow and the rest of this week is just going to be a lot of work of weeding and mulching. Okay, guys, and that's it.